We are back here on PAWO Heatwave, the final show of Heatwave before our first click preview, No Forgiveness. And here comes the #1 ranked contender for the Intercontinental Championship, Chris Jericho. So Chris Jericho with that light up jacket, of course winning that 4-man Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders tournament, beating Zack Ryder last week in the finals, also defeating Fandango in the semifinals. Jericho has held the Intercontinental Championship more times than anybody, a record 9 times. Can he make it double digits on Sunday? Can Chris Jericho hold the Intercontinental Championship a record 10 times? We'll have to find out. But for now, he needs to get past the leader of 3MB, Heath Slater. Jericho, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, a great ring veteran, proving that he can still go with the best of them. And he's going to try to win that Intercontinental Championship to prove that he's still on top of his game. As you see, the fans are ready for this one. Referee rings the bell and we are underway. Jericho and Slater. Heath Slater. No, Jericho's able to counter that and kick the leg, trying to weaken the base of Heath Slater. Now they lock up in a collar and an elbow. Neither man can get the advantage. Jericho gets out of that move by Slater and doing some taunting early on. Jericho with the mind games. Now front face lock. And an elbow to the head. And a drop kick there by Chris Jericho. Jericho now with a front face lock. And a snap suplex there by Y2J. Drop kick. Slater though. Imagine what a win this could be for Heath Slater if he is able to knock off the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. You got to think that's going to put him in the title hunt, especially if Jericho comes away with the title on Sunday. If Heath Slater has a win under his belt against the Intercontinental Champion. Never know. We'll see what Kane will do if that occurs, the GM of Heatwave. Jericho now with another snap suplex. Jericho just a great ring technician. One of the best of all time. Slater now with a neck breaker. Telling Jericho to get up. Drop kick to the back of the head. Slater trying to build momentum. Telling Jericho to bring it on. Jericho with a punch, but no, gets blocked by Slater. And Slater with an armbar takedown. Slater playing that air guitar like he likes to do in 3MB. Taunting though. And Jericho with an enziguri, maybe silencing Heath Slater. Maybe Slater shouldn't taunt so much. Talking a big game and not being able to back it up right now. Jericho with a waist lock and a back suplex coming. And it connects. And now kick to the back. Jericho just extending that arm and now kicking it down. Jericho running the ropes and a drop kick there by Y2J. And now Jericho playing some mind games. Can Slater take advantage? He's trying to Irish whip. And Jericho with a float over neck breaker though with a counter. And now Jericho looking to end this early with the walls of Jericho, looking to lock in the walls. Jericho turns him over. Will this be all? Will Heath Slater tap out to the walls of Jericho? Slater got to make it to the ropes. Slater trying to make it to the ropes, and he does. A rope break occurs. Looking for a drop kick is Jericho, but Slater swats it out. Slater showing some good resiliency there. Getting out of the way, and now a side Russian leg sweep. Slater now with the arm. Trying to work on that arm. And see Slater, and Slater, nice move there. Just pulling Jericho down. Looks like it stunned Jericho, now pulling him to the center of the ring. Going for the cover. One. No, just a 1 count there. Trying to wear down Jericho. Now Chris Jericho. Vertical suplex. Textbook but effective, and it connects. Jericho looking for a springboard crossbody, but it doesn't connect. And now Slater doing some more air guitar here as Chris Jericho gets up. And he's Slater with a reverse DDT, a nice move there. Let's take another look at that one. Or I guess not. 2 count, and no, Jericho kicks out. Jericho Codebreaker. A Codebreaker by Chris Jericho. Out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be all. Chris Jericho builds momentum going into Money in, or not, going into No Forgiveness. And so Chris Jericho gets the win. Cesaro got a win earlier in the night, so it's kind of even. Both of these men have a great chance of leaving this Sunday with the Intercontinental Championship. We'll have to see what happens as you see that code breaker out of nowhere. Slater was in control. Jericho hit that code breaker out of nowhere, securing the victory. Chris Jericho proving that he can still go with the Young Guns. Will he be able to win the Intercontinental Championship, or will Cesaro reign supreme again? See Chris Jericho celebrating a victory here. Wait, there's Cesaro's music. It looks like we're going to have a preview of No Forgiveness. Here we go. Jericho's ready. Wait, Cesaro from behind in a clothesline. Cesaro coming from behind, knocking him out. This must be the statement. He said earlier in the night he was going to make a statement, and that must be it. But folks, what a main event we're going to have. Brock Lesnar and Batista versus John Cena and CM Punk. But first, let's take a look at the match card for No Forgiveness. Fandango and Big E Langston in a personal match that was escalated earlier in the night. We also have Christian versus Kofi Kingston from Superstars of Today. The winner of this match will get to be in their friend's corner for the world title match. Also, the Muscle of the Shield, Roman Reigns, has developed quite the rivalry with the Show-Off. Who will win that encounter? That is also a match from Superstars of Today. Coming back to Heatwave, we saw Big Show cost The Miz a match. Miz cost Big Show a match a few weeks ago. And then tonight, Big Show getting the upper hand. We'll see. Coming out of Superstars of Today, probably the biggest brawl on the card will be Wade Barrett versus Sheamus. And the big one, the one that was confirmed earlier tonight, CM Punk will take on Batista. Will Batista end CM Punk's career like he has vowed? Getting into some title matches. Tag Team Championship. Ambrose and Rollins of the Shield defend against the primetime players. Will the Shield's dominance in the tag team division slow down? We also have Alberto Del Rio defending the United States Championship against John Bradshaw Layfield. John Bradshaw Layfield says Del Rio should go back to Mexico. We'll see. We also have the one that we were just talking about, Cesaro versus Jericho for the Intercontinental Championship. And for Superstars of Today's main event, we have Edge, the World Heavyweight Champion, defending against the upstart Daniel Bryan. And in our main event, 2 superstars that we will feature in just a minute. Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman in his corner, the dominant PAWF champion, takes on his toughest test yet in John Cena. We are ready for our main event, and it's set to be a great main event. Here comes the Animal Batista. Batista is ready. Batista said he's going to end the career of CM Punk. Will he do this? He may try to end it tonight. We don't know. I do think Batista is a heavy favorite. We'll have to see if Batista can end the career of CM Punk, as he says, or can he just beat him? Or will CM Punk get the upset victory? Batista claiming that wrestling fans used to be good and root for guys like him and The Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and all they do is root for undersized guys like Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. I just think Batista's jealous that they've moved on and they don't like Batista anymore. Batista getting a reaction of boos here. Speaking of boos, here comes the PAWL champion Brock Lesnar, accompanied to the ring by Paul Heyman, his advocate.
He is the PAWL undisputed heavyweight champion.
The champion of PAWL, the dominant champion, taking out Evan Bourne. In our first episode, he's going to be out for months, defeating Randy Orton in a great match. In our second week of PAWL Heatwave. And of course last week, with the help of The Miz knocking off The Big Show, Brock Lesnar looks unstoppable. But will it be this man that can stop him Sunday? Can John Cena take away the gold and become the PAWL undisputed heavyweight champion?
And their opponent, first, from West Newbury, Massachusetts. He is the #1 ranked contender to the PAWL Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. Yeah.
Of course, John Cena, the pride of West Newbury, Massachusetts, a 14-time champion, one of the best that professional wrestling has ever seen. We'll see if he can knock off the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar this Sunday at No Forgiveness. And here comes the man that gets one of the biggest reactions, if not the biggest reaction, in all of professional wrestling. The crowd favorite CM Punk, who would go up against Batista. Punk called for this match. He called for it 2 weeks ago after Batista cost him a match against the Intercontinental Champion Antonio Cesaro. He said, "Batista, fight me whenever." Batista declined. He finally got his wish tonight when he held up the show to begin this show, saying that he wasn't going to leave until Batista came out, and Batista didn't come out at first, but he eventually came out, trying to get Punk to not accept it one more time. Punk finally called Batista out on it. He said, "Batista, are you just scared of me? A 5'0" 100 pounder like you said?" Batista then saying how he's going to end CM Punk's career. What's going to happen at No Forgiveness? But hey, this isn't No Forgiveness. This is Heatwave, and this is set to be one of the biggest main events in the history of our show. John Cena teams with CM Punk to take on Brock Lesnar and Batista. What a main event this is going to be. I got to give it to Kane. This is going to be entertaining. Here we go. Our fans in Cincinnati are pumped up. Cena and Batista start off the match. Here we go. See, Cena immediately gets the upper hand with a back suplex. Now picking up Batista. Controlling the arm. And a nice throw there by John Cena. Batista now trying to fight back though. Whipping Cena into the corner. Now just a shoulder block there. And another one. And now Batista whipping Cena into the other side. And we're getting split. Let's go Cena, Batista chants. Half of the crowd is chanting, "Let's go Cena." Half of the crowd is chanting, "Batista." Looks like Batista hasn't lost all his fans. And Cena going high risk early with the most overused move in wrestling, the superplex. Those chants just now fading. Their fans of PAWL making their voices heard. And you gotta think, this is gonna be a great tag team match. And Punk, Batista, and Cena, Lesnar are gonna be great matches at No Forgiveness. But what if the tables are turned? Imagine how great a match this would be right here. Cena and Batista. How great a match Punk and Lesnar would be. Cena now taking it to the outside. Batista now taking some aggression out on Punk. Batista's kind of in a 2-on-1 and a big punch knocking down Cena as Batista gets back in the ring. Neither man has tagged out so far. Batista, though, Brock Lesnar tags in, and here we go. We're going to get a preview of this Sunday. Cena and Lesnar are in there together. Lesnar comes in with the upper hand on Cena. Preview of the championship match this Sunday. Looking for a close line. No. Cena ducks out of it, and Cena now taking the advantage. But Lesnar blocks. A big left hand. Cena blocks it in. No. Lesnar gets out of the way. Now Cena slamming Lesnar. Both of these men just strong powerhouses. Lesnar blocking it in, a big clothesline by Brock Lesnar. Previewing this competitive match or what it's going to be Sunday. Lesnar picking Cena up. Throwing Cena. Trying to knock him out of the ring, but no. Cena gets out of the way, and Paul Heyman's right there with him. It looks like Paul Heyman's trying to do something. From behind, Paul Heyman throws Cena into the ring. And now Lesnar tags out to Batista. Cena, though, trying to fight back, but Batista just stepping on that leg and throwing him down. Batista doing the thumbs up, thumbs down, but that might mean for him as John Cena's trying to come back here. Vertical suplex on its way. Cena has not tagged out in this match to CM Punk yet. Cena with a slam. John Cena. No. Batista now. Nice move there. And Batista kicking Cena. Irish him up against the ropes and a big right hand there knocking down Cena. And another one knocking down Cena. Big right hands from Batista flooring John Cena. Looking for another one. No. Cena gets out of the way. Whips Batista into the corner. And here we go. Another preview. Batista and Punk are going to be in the ring together. And this is what Punk has been waiting for weeks. To get his hands on Batista. Punk finally has what he wants. Starts off with a big kick to the back. Now picking up Batista. Looking for the chop. But no. Batista overpowers him. And Batista tags out as soon as Punk gets in the ring. I don't know if this is mind games or what. Then now we have Punk and Lesnar. Of course, Brock Lesnar managed by Paul Heyman, but Punk admittedly is friends with Paul Heyman. Brock Lesnar taking Punk down and now just from a mounted position, punching, hammering away on him. Punk though with a kick, trying to fight back. You see Heyman's now on the apron. Punk whipping Lesnar into the corner. And Cena tags back in. John Cena getting on the second rope. Don't see that often, but working on that arm is Cena. Looks like the team of Cena. And Punk's in control. And Cena takes out Batista. I don't know what Batista was doing wrong. Lesnar goes in to try to hurt Cena, and Cena reverses all of it. But Lesnar, off the suplex, able to counter it into a neck breaker. Brock Lesnar picking up Cena. Whipping him into the turnbuckle. Lesnar, big clothesline. Lesnar now picking up Cena again. Side headlock. And a belly-to-belly suplex there. Goes for the cover. One, no, kick out. Cena. The big head and arm takedown there. No, Lesnar gets out of the way. Cena whips Lesnar into the ropes. To the turnbuckle and now tags in CM Punk. John Cena. Drop toe hold. And Punk with an elbow to the back. And now Punk staring down Batista. And Punk taking Batista out. Lesnar from behind though with a German suplex. Punk boiling frustrations with Batista. Caused him to take him down, but as far as the match goes, that was a dumb move. But now Punk trying to counter all of it. Counters a move by Lesnar, but Lesnar just overpowering CM Punk. And a suplex. And now it looks like Batista's wanting into this match. Lesnar, back suplex. And Punk shouldn't have tried to take out Batista. Now Lesnar has been dominating, throwing Punk across the ring. And a big German suplex that flips Punk inside out. Brock Lesnar saying, "Get up, the beast is on a roll." Punk reverses it, and Punk with a nice neck breaker there. CM Punk. Now with the front face locked by Lesnar. Throwing Punk into the turnbuckle. No, Punk reverses it. Punk with double knees to the chest. Punk now whipping Lesnar into the other side of the ring, looking for double knees to the chest again, but that doesn't connect. Brock Lesnar keeping Punk on his side of the ring. Smart move there. And a nice throw there by Lesnar, just showing pure power. And now, Batista tags in. Punk saying, "Come on," but Punk is hurt now from that onslaught by Lesnar. Batista comes in and starts dominating. A big clothesline, a bunch of kicks. But no, now Punk coming back with a fury. Bunch of kicks, really fast. You know, Batista counters, looking for that big punch, but no. Gets out of the way. Punk diving for something, but Batista's able to get out of the way. And Punk knocking Batista down. Preview of this Sunday looks like it's going to be a violent slugfest. Of course, Batista, you just think that he's the better striker, but Punk is well versed in jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai boxing. Punk counters it in a kick to the gut. Now Punk maybe tagging in Cena, no. Going for Batista, but Batista with a big elbow. And Batista has him up. And a jackhammer there by Batista. And going for the cover now. One. No, a kick out. Batista with a big punch. And now Punk realizing that he needs to tag in. Tags in Cena. And Batista and Cena in there once again. And now you see as Cena's in there. Lesnar's over there saying, "Tag me in." Batista telling Cena to get up. And Batista looks like he might do exactly that as he tags in Lesnar. And what are they doing here? Batista whipping Lesnar into a clothesline in the corner from Cena. Nice tag team moves there by Lesnar and Batista. You got to think Paul Heyman has had them coordinating something to start off this, or before this match. Lesnar looking for a powerbomb, but no, Cena counters into a TDT on the way down. Cena able to counter that. As you see Batista though stunning Cena with a shot. That's a disadvantage from being in the corner. And Lesnar just throwing Cena off of him. Cena's a 250-pound man and Lesnar just throwing him around like a rag doll. Lesnar belly to belly. Brock Lesnar now picking up John Cena. What a great main event this has been. Lesnar throwing Cena across the ring and clotheslining him from the back and knocking Cena down. And now from a mounted position, Lesnar used to doing this in UFC. Now Cena though gets up. You see Cena looks fired up, but Lesnar halting any momentum. And you got to think Lesnar, the more he wears down Cena tonight, the less that Cena will have to offer this Sunday in their championship match. Now Lesnar looking for a powerbomb. He tried this earlier. A powerbomb, and I've seen him do this. We saw him do this with Bourne and Randy Orton, showing tremendous strength by picking him up again and powerbombing Cena 3 times. You see Batista looking to get out of the ring there. Lesnar got Cena up. Lesnar. F5 by Brock Lesnar, and that's going to be all. Lesnar's going to pin Cena. 1, 2. Cena kicked out. Cena kicked out of the F5. John Cena coming with a flurry of offense, knocking down Brock Lesnar. He just kicked out of the F5. Paul Heyman is stunned over here. What's that going to mean for this Sunday? Cena just kicked out of Lesnar's best move, and Lesnar is irate. Punk tagging in. As you see though, Lesnar still going after Cena. Lesnar hit Cena with his home run ball, and Cena kicked out of the F5. Punk looking for an integrity. No, Lesnar gets out of the way. No, CM Punk. No, Lesnar ducks it. Lesnar with a big clothesline knocking down Punk. Lesnar going top rope here. No, Punk knocks him down. CM Punk. Punk looking for a superplex. This is bad news. Not bad news, Barrett. Just bad news all around. Is Lesnar, though, doesn't seem fazed by it. Lesnar is an animal. Lesnar going to the top rope, and Lesnar with a shooting star press. Lesnar hit a shooting star press. I don't know if that's mocking Evan Bourne, who he took out a few
weeks ago or what, but Lesnar hitting a shooting star press. Now Punk trying to counter. Nice move there. Lesnar rolls him up. 1, 2, no. Punk. 1. No, and Lesnar kicks out. Now Lesnar taking Punk down again. Lesnar just hammering away on CM Punk. Punk, though, nipping up. Skipping up, and looks like they're double teaming Lesnar now. Punk getting Lesnar up. And now Punk trying for maybe a comeback here. Punk with a nice kick. And another drop kick. Drop salt, I believe. Punk with that signature neck breaker of his, and Punk is getting fired up. Punk whipping Lesnar into the corner. Punk looking for that knee, and the Bulldog. Lesnar holding his head as Punk goes for a cover. 1. No, Lesnar kicks out. Punk gets clotheslined by Lesnar, and you see Lesnar trying to get himself fired up. And another big punch there. Lesnar going behind, picking Punk up and slamming him back down. Now lifting CM Punk up. A block by CM Punk, and he has Lesnar up. CM Punk, GTS, the go to sleep. CM Punk with the go to sleep, dragging Lesnar to the center of the ring. 1, 2, no, Lesnar kicks out of the GTS. Brock Lesnar kicks out of CM Punk's home run ball. What a match currently in progress here, folks, on PAWL Heatwave. PAWL champion Brock Lesnar teams with Batista to take on CM Punk and the #1 contender to the PAWL championship, John Cena. Punk now drop kicking Lesnar to the back, and that just looked to anger Lesnar as he hits a big clothesline. Lesnar now whipping Punk outside of the ring. You see, maybe Paul Heyman could be a factor. And now, picking him up, and no, Cena is out there defending Punk. And now all 4 men are back here. 5, including Paul Heyman. It looks like Cena whipped Lesnar into those steel steps. Now Cena going after Lesnar. Batista trying to fight for Lesnar now. Cena gets out of the way of that. All 4 men battling outside of the ring now. 5 count. Punk gets back in the ring. He's the legal man. Lesnar and Batista are still double teaming. I don't know if they realize about the count. A 7 count. Looks like Punk is just focused on winning this match. At 8 count, and Lesnar gets back in the ring. Batista and Cena still fighting. Is now Punk. Whips Lesnar into the turnbuckle and hits that double knees. Now Punk going to the top rope. CM Punk with an elbow. No, Lesnar gets... No, it looks like he did hit Lesnar. Now Punk kicking Lesnar in the face. Now Punk with a neck breaker. No, Lesnar just pushing him away. Lesnar with a big clothesline. Lesnar trying to get himself fired up here. Lesnar with a big elbow. You see Lesnar trying to just pump himself up. Trying to get himself ignited. Now Punk, though, whips Lesnar into the ring. Batista nor John Cena have not been in this match in a long time. Punk rolls him up. No, Lesnar grabs the ropes. This is turning into a singles match between Lesnar and Punk. Brock Lesnar grabbing Punk. And a big vertical suplex there. Now Lesnar going top rope again. Looking for an elbow, but no, it misses. And Punk, can he take advantage? Punk looking to go high risk for an elbow, and no, that misses as well. Lesnar with a big clothesline knocking his head off. A miss from Lesnar, but then Punk misses as well. And now, looking for those triple power bombs again, this time to CM Punk. 1, 2, and 3. And Lesnar, not wasting any time, picking up CM Punk, F5. And F5. Batista knocking Cena off the apron, 1, 2, and 3. Lesnar and Batista are victorious in a great match. One of the best in PAWL so far. This match was hyped to be big and it did not disappoint. But the PAWL champion Brock Lesnar and Batista win this match. They defeat their opponents at that are going to be their opponents anyway at No Forgiveness. As you look for a while here, at the last few minutes, it was just CM Punk and Brock Lesnar going one-on-one. As you see, Lesnar gets the pin. Batista and Brock Lesnar had the momentum in their respective matches. Now it's all said and done for Heatwave. Of course, we have superstars of today. And you just gotta think, will this be the scene at No Forgiveness? Signing off is Luke Daniels.